guys, welcome back to another episode of Modified. We've got a hotel on wheels. Let's meet the owner. Look at this thing. How are you, Wah?
Hey, Ronny.
Yeah, mate, what is this apart from a hotel on wheels?
It's an IVECO Daily 4x4, built in the end of 2019, and then conversion took about a year.
Remote touring or remote hoteling?
Bit of both.
Because there's a big power surprise in this. We won't go into it now, but it is crazy.
It is pretty good. When we go camping, friend just called me up, like, hey mate, I'm just gonna bring some power extension cord, and that's it. I'm a walking power bank, yeah.
This episode is sponsored by the Terrain East Store. So if you're looking at building a full drive, or you're building one right now, like this incredible beast here, Hotel on Wheels, check them out because they'll probably have what you need in terms of parts for your vehicle. Let's get back to the episode. Tell us about your bar, mate.
It's just a ECB bar, not much to choose from.
Yeah, there wouldn't be, would there?
No.
The winches are 12,000 pounds. Is that enough for your car? Or the truck, sorry, it's not a car.
I think if I'm gonna be stuck, I'm probably most likely do a double line pull. So
yeah, I would have thought too. Because
Yeah.
what does the truck weigh?
5.3 ton.
That's
loaded.
not too bad, is it?
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Might as well talk about your lights while we're here.
These lights are just shocking. At nighttime, I don't see anything, or barely anything. So I've tried to look for aftermarket stuff, like, you know, but
No success at all.
No.
Hence all these light bars, eh?
Yes.
You've got one there, three on the bar.
Yeah, quite a bit of lights, yeah. Just to overcompensate for something.
I'll take it that's enough, eh?
Yeah, that's enough.
Now underneath there's this massive grill. It looks like something from a Bobcat.
Yes.
Is that standard?
That is standard.
So the diff pumpkins have got a thicker shell on it.
Yes.
Parabolic suspension as well. We'll get to that later.
Yep.
Room service.
Wire's going to take it away. There's a cameraman in there already, which he conveniently brought with him.
All right, so this is my Victron Quattro 5,000 watt inverter.
I'm sorry, 5,000 watt?
5,000 watt, yeah, I know. It's a bit ridiculous. But because we run the rice cooker, and that takes about an hour. If I don't run the rice cooker, I think Uncle Roger will kill me. We have the hot water for my daughter if she's showering, and then the air fryer, the microwave, which I do at the same time. I just find it hard to run one thing at a time and wait, and yeah, so hence the 5,000 watt. By the way, I've pushed this to a 7,000 watt inverter because it's got a bypass in it. These are my circuit breaker and my fuses, the switches for all my accessories. And this is my Victron BMV, and this is my Self-I-Go. Power setup is what I'm most happy with, even though I get the most crap for. A lot of people said I can't say camping because it's a bit over the top.
Wire's IVECO setup has insane amounts of power. In order to run that 5,000 watt inverter or 7,000 watt inverter, 200 amp hours of Victron smart batteries. That is 600 amp hours of battery power, which charges from the alternator at 80 amp hours. And on the roof there is 720 watts of solar, which here gets around 40 amp hours of average charge. This power setup is freaking huge.
This is my commercial microwave with no turntable. I put the air fryer up here. I take it outside because I don't want to stink up the motorhome. I could have had a cooktop here, but because I don't cook in the truck, I don't want it to smell up the truck. So I just put my chopping table here, which I take outside. Here's my filtered drinking water. I've got the 140 litre Victro Frigo fridge, dual climate, so I can set this to be freezer or fridge or vice versa. The whole Everything is made of fiberglass, so nothing in this truck is wood. So because I've flooded it before, big mistake. Just in case. So everything is marine grade in this truck. The cabinets, it's all twist lock. So with the bathroom, I take this seat off. This is a wet bathroom toilet. So this is where we eat if it's raining, but generally we're outside. And this is where we sleep. This is our pillow where we sit up. This is where I watch YouTube and my wife reads a book. Yeah, no action when I'm camping. So this used to be a 2-seater with a pass-through. I changed it to a 3-seater for my daughter. If I ever decide to change, I could always change it back. At night, we have a fold-out bed, and this is where my daughter sleeps, here in the center.
Exterior and fuel range.
Moving on to the side of the vehicle, you've done paint protection to the whole truck, you're saying?
Yes, I've done PPF to the whole truck, the thickest I can get. Anywhere of the plastic that I don't have, or like these that don't have PPF in it, you will see how bad it is.
These mirrors are standard?
They are standard, yeah.
There's the kind of mirrors everyone else wants, isn't it? Fuel capacity, what's that like?
I'm running about 17 litres per 100 Ks.
How big is your tank?
It's an aftermarket, it's 155 aftermarket tank.
What was it before that?
It's standard 90 litres.
Wow, that's pretty small, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, you can see why we upgrade.
What's your range then? About 750, 800?
I'll do about anywhere between 800 to, I can get up to 1,000 depending if I want to piss off everyone.
Water capacity?
This has a 220 litre water and a 40 litre grey tank, which comes out of this pipe.
Well, he's officially the first person on Modified to carry more water than fuel.
I tend to go to camp and stay out there. So we tend to shower outside unless there's people around, then I'll shower inside. My hot water system for the shower.
Explains why your shower tent's here.
Yeah, so get that here. My portable toilet, my director's chair, my power, my fishing, and my table. The table is the hardest thing to get right. So I got it custom built, yeah.
So you got a custom table made just so you could store it properly?
Yeah, I bought 4 tables. This is my 5th.
5th table.
After 4 off the shelf, I go, I'm getting custom. This is my water meter. It only counts what you've used. So for it to be accurate, you have to fill it all the way up and then it counts down from there.
Aircon, mate.
Comfort aircon. It takes the ambient temperature down to about 10-15 degrees.
It's still a hotel, mate.
People don't want me to call it camping. They give me a lot of slack for it.
Yet they're happy to bring all the extension cords and stuff. You haven't used these on yourself, you're saying? Only your mates?
Only my mates.
But I left a few skid marks on here too, haven't they?
Yeah, not very good drivers.
Crane for the tyres, yeah?
Because the tyre's about 70 kilos.
What can you tow with this thing?
This is rated for 3.5 ton. I only tow my jet ski, so.
What's your GCM, do you know that?
No, I can Google it.
Gross combination mass 7,995 kilograms.
Do you tow jet skis with this?
Yes.
You're driving the wrong car. You should have a 6-inch Ranger if you're going to tow jet skis.
This is where I keep all my tools.
Stainless steel here. What's that about?
This is where I cook. The air fryer goes here and the induction cooking. All my tools is here.
What are your 3 most used tools?
The wrench, the screwdriver, the star Allen key.
The Star Allen key?
Yeah, everything's star these days.
Is that what's mainly on the vehicle then? The
Yeah.
Star Allen keys?
Yeah, it is, yeah. In here I put my chairs, my table, another one, and...
Another table?
Another table.
Is this table 6 or table 4?
6.
Table 6.
And my recovery gear.
Truck suspension. Show us your flex mate.
Pretty good flex on the front.
Yep.
Is it stock height?
It is stock, yes.
And it's on parabolic, so that's just what it comes with, right?
Yes, yes.
Being a truck and all.
Yes.
What have you upgraded on the suspension?
I've upgraded the suspension to conies because before it just felt like a pendulum. It was just unbearable.
And that's sorted it out?
That, yeah, night and day.
I drive 70 series Land Cruisers, so I'm sitting up quite high, and even that feels a bit tippy. What does this feel like?
It feels like you're going to go over. At anything above 15, it's quite exaggerated.
15-degree angle?
Yeah, I could probably push it to 23, but at 15, I'm just already scared.
That's on the edge. Very exaggerated being this high, but hey, a water crossing is nothing, right?
I'm not scared of water. Just scared of angles.
The brakes on this, you've upgraded them, yeah?
Yes,
They
yes.
look quite small and
Yes.
they're upgraded.
And they're upgraded. Feels a lot better. It feels normal now.
So we got upgraded shocks on the front. Everything else is pretty much left alone. What about the rear?
The rear is Viconi shocks and the airbags from Airbag Man.
So rather than upgrading the parabolic suspension on the back, you've opted for the airbag. And is that to adjust the weight?
Yes. Yes.
Do you adjust it much? Because this stays on, right?
Yeah.
To what pressure do you run them at?
I keep it around about 30 psi, so just the minimum.
Tires, wheels, and brakes.
2 spares,
2 spares?
37-inch tyres, correct?
Yes, 37.
On 17-inch rims?
Yep, 37, 12.5.
And they're definitely a positive offset.
Yes, I believe so.
Is this the offset that comes with the car or you've changed it?
It came with the car.
You need to have a specific load rating, correct?
Yes, correct, yes. 124Q, I believe, so they're rated for 1600. My rear axle is 28, 29, and the front one is about 23, 24. Their max pressure is 50 psi, so I run them at max.
What do you go down to on the beach with a vehicle this weight?
18 at the front and 20 about the back.
If you were going to drive up the hill there?
Oh, I'll probably go about 30. 30
Okay.
30 miles, yeah.
Nice and spongy then.
Yeah.
Noisy?
No, so they were on Gladiator before, and that was very noisy. So once I switched to this, it's been very good. Yeah.
Bigger the tyre, the less you feel the corrugations.
Yes.
What's this like on corrugations?
Well, my friend was with me when we were going through corrugation. I said, "Why are you going so fast?" I said, "Because I feel like I can handle it." And so he couldn't keep up.
But you've got suspension seats as well, don't you?
Yes, I do. Yes.
So it just takes everything out of it.
Yes. Yeah.
Cab interior, featuring comms and navigation.
This is Donny Rail, just seeing if Hotel Hilton is on channel over.
Hotel Hilton copy.
Roger that. Hey mate, what radio are you talking to us on?
It's the dual-way 2-channel Oricon.
Copy that. How do you find it?
It's okay. It's not that great, I reckon.
What antennas are you running?
Just your normal rubber ducky.
Roger that. Let's talk about your nav system.
I'm running the Garmin Explorer.
Roger, how do you find that? How long you had it for?
I've had it for about a month and really loving it right now. It's pretty good.
I can't ask you a longevity question, but what I can ask you is, have you found it quite easy to use in that short time?
I find the track recorder really easy, really straightforward. I think that's the favourite part, that one.
Donny Rail out.
Hotel Hilton out. This is my satellite phone. You can never take safety for granted, so I always carry one. Once it's connected to the cradle, it's the satellite up top.
It's time to talk about the IVECO engine, which is a 4-cylinder, 3-litre, I believe. What did you say before? 17 litres per 100. Was it 17 litres per 100?
It is 17 litres per 100.
Is it tuned?
It is tuned.
So is it better than before or worse than before?
It's better. It used to be 180, now it's 240.
As in horsepower?
Yes, horsepower, yes. And Newton meter to 430.
How does it feel in a truck this size with that weight with a motor that small? Because I think a lot of people will be questioning that.
It feels a lot better than a lot of the trucks I drive. It's not a car per se, but it's I think it's closest to a car can get for a truck.
Well, it's all about the gearing, isn't it?
It is, yes. With the lowest settings, I am on a 101:1 ratio. So I can walk faster than I'll crawl down a hill. I have 24 forward gear, 3 reverse gears.
All right.
Yes.
So we actually got 20,
But you only
27
use
gears.
you only use 6 gears, but select on the transfer case.
Sure.
And then you. So
yeah,
I've got.
So you got your low, you got your high.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you play with the low high. Yep.
Okay. Snorkel, that is something you added to it,
Yes.
but the wading depth would have been here already, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's,
Man, you can go up here. I think you'd be in trouble if you went to water that high though.
yeah, I'll flood my motorhome. I say it's pretty good on diesel, and because it's a big block, so a lot of people would just think it's a 4-cylinder, that it can't go up a lot of stuff that it can go up, I find, because a lot of people always give me crap about being a 4-cylinder.
Yeah, well, it's all about the gearing in the end.
It is
isn't
all about the gearing, yes.
Questions and answers.
It's Q&A time. We're going to do it a little bit different. We're going to do a bit of a rapid fire here. So we'll start with all-terrain versus mud terrain.
All terrain.
But you got mud terrain on.
It's all-terrain.
No, never mind. They're all-terrains. They look like mud terrains.
Yeah, just it's a lot less noisy.
Why did you get an IVECO?
I need the capability with the load capacity that it can carry. I need it to fit into a car park.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah, that's what I want, yeah.
Do you always bring your mechanic around with you?
Yes,
What's he doing at the moment?
taking pictures. Not doing his job.
What did you own before the IVECO?
I had an FJ Cruiser.
That's a big change.
Family. I just wanted them to be more outdoorsy.
If you could only bring one of these 4 things, would it be the induction cooker, the air fryer, the rice cooker?
The air fryer.
Oh,
Yes, the air fryer.
I didn't even get to the 4th one. So you obviously enjoy the outdoors, and I know that you guys like your creature comforts. Is that why you've got this big thing?
We've been around the world a couple of times, America 4 times, and Asia a bunch of times. But I told my wife that Australia is so beautiful compared to these, and let's do it properly and go to places where normally you can't get to. So hence the 4-wheel drive.
Hence the IVECO. Worst situation off-road?
I was stuck in mud at Moore River first time, so I didn't know what to do. I panicked, and I was like, this is 5.5 ton. And my friend had a 200. I was like, nah. He's like, I'm not pulling you out. It's impossible. I got out eventually, just put on the twin lock, and
Oh, you drove it out.
I drove it out, yeah.
What was the best moment off-road that you kind of showed up your mates? They didn't think you could do it, and you did it.
Cow Cup Hill. 4-cylinder, everyone's like, you're not getting up. He didn't get up. I made it.
That's pretty good. Best mods, but you can't say tyres, suspension, and bull bar.
I was going to say suspension. That made my life the most comfortable. Air fryer.
Thank you very much, mate. Thanks for bringing the IVECO out, and yeah, let's go for a drive.
All right, let's do it.
All right, thank you very much, guys. Now, don't forget, this show was sponsored by The Terrain Tamer eStore. So if you need any parts for your 4-wheel drive that you're building right now, check them out, because they'll probably have what you need. See you next time.